Hi there everyone, it's that time again, and to start with, I'm up here with our own little herd of goats. Most of them are Nubian goats, but this one is a full-size goat that's Normie, looking to see if I've got anything to eat, even though, as you can see, he has plenty to eat back there. But the goats are a little bit nervous today, at least ours are, because we have, I am told, not 200 but 400 goats that are helping with fire suppression efforts along our back fence right now. So we're going to take a little look at the local competition. As you can see, or I hope you can see, they are working hard along our back fence. I think I'm startling them a little bit, but you can see there's a brown one heading up into the hillside, and believe me, I don't want to startle them if they're working hard right here. So I'm hoping that they're getting lots of good stuff to eat and that they're going to help keep us safe from fire. So who else is up here? I can hear them more than I can see them, so I guess it's a good thing I've got our other goats to show you too. Alrighty, well, I just thought we'd start off with something a little bit different, since it's not typical for us to have 400 goats along our fence. Right now they seem to be up closer to the highway. You can see what they're trying to chew their way through. Lots of stuff that we need to take care of. Oh wait, I think I've got a goat over here behind our trash. Yep, beautiful goat. And I definitely am apparently chasing them away. So this is not very useful for me to be doing, I'm afraid. So I'm going to go on down toward the main temple, and we'll get started with our noon rite. But I'm very grateful for these goats, seen and unseen, and what they're attempting to do. We're in kind of an awkward position because everything beyond this fence is in fact Caltrans land. We're not supposed to go up there and do any maintenance, so it puts us in kind of a bad way. Oh, here we go. We've got a whole bunch of them here. Look at that fine fellow. I'm hoping you're able to see through the
like piranhas.
Chain link fence. They sure are, too.
If they come up a branch, they pounce on them.
Isn't this something?
Wow. Yeah, I wish they could come over here.
I know. Well, we're just going to have to get better at managing our own goat herd. Or our own herd of goats. Yeah, thanks for taking care of that, Tim.
I have never seen an ivy tree.
No.
That's ivy.
That's ivy?
This is ivy, the whole thing. It's not climbing up a tree.
Wow, that's
I've never
incredible.
seen it that big.
That must have been here for 50 years.
Oh my gosh.
At least. And this right here, I'm not sure what kind of tree this is. Is that a magnolia? Or
Where?
right here beside you, this one on the left. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
That's something different.
It might be a magnolia. It looks kind of like one.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Half of these trees, they look like ivy trees because the ivy's all the way up them. But this was solid ivy.
Yeah, we need to cut back the ivy. We don't want it killing the trees. That doesn't help. I'm walking along here, seeing some of these lovely pine trees. And the pine trees, oh, here's where the goat fence is, and the difference between the chewed land and the unchewed land is pretty clear. Anyway, I was just saying, we're walking by some pine trees, and those were planted as part of the very first clergy ordinations here held over 40 years ago. And so those are 40-year-old pine trees, and they were planted during that ceremony. And here we go. Nice century plant here. I don't know when that was planted. Maybe a century ago. And this is our very overgrown pond area. We no longer have the pond. And ooh, look, the last of the plums. These golden plums. Almost done. But we've had an amazing year for plums here, and we've got plum jam that our volunteer Mendy made, and we've been just eating them right off the tree too. They're delicious. So, matter of fact, I have a little, see if I have a little snack. There we go. That's so good. Absolutely delicious. The skins are very tart, but the pulp is so sweet. All right. Well, we've taken our time getting started, and now we will begin our noon rite. Oh, and look, somebody's left roses on the altar. That is so sweet. Don't know who did that, but we're grateful for them, and we will begin. So, this is what I was looking for, the lighter. So I'm over here off screen lighting the candle for the fire quarter in our direction of the south. As I mentioned yesterday, we're on the cross quarters in this temple building, and in a lot of the buildings here, the directions are in the corners. So it's kind of nice. You have your little corner altar and you can do your directions. And is this one out? I hate it when they burn unevenly. Well, it hasn't been out for long. It's still very warm. So I'm going to take this half burned one and move it over into our fire quarter so it can burn out over there. And I can start with these two new ones for the beginning of the week. As always, I so appreciate those that donate candles to us because we use a lot of them, and it's funny how much they can add up to be. All right. And now for some incense. Yeah, I think I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I see we have some lovely Japanese cedarwood incense. And the Japanese incenses are really refined and beautiful. And they have a great appreciation of incense, both ritually and spiritually, but also just as a beautiful enhancement to life. So the scents are often very uplifting. And in Japan, they even have parties where you smell incense like you would go to taste wine or some other beverage. And there it's, just literally, in many cases, they're just smelling the stick. Incenses, they're centuries old and too precious to burn, but you can smell the stick. I've never been to one of those parties, but maybe one of these days I will. I've been to Japan twice now, so perhaps a third trip is in the offing someday. Alrighty then. So, let us begin. Divine Isis, goddess of 10,000 names, I invoke your grace. Come to our temple, O goddess, dwell in our shrine. Make our hearths your altars, our hearts your home. Bring vision and healing to those who use this shrine. Give us wisdom and unveil the truth, and with thy feathery wings protect us. Breathe into us the breath of life and health and strength. It is noon. Let us celebrate the moon. Let us celebrate the stars, no matter where they are. It is noon. Let us celebrate the sun that shines on everyone. Let us celebrate our day as we go upon our way. It is noon. It is noon. It is noon. Alrighty. And now it's time to ask for your words. I see some coming in already. Okay. Let me just wind it back if I can. Okay. We have an urgent request for prayers for Ted, who is recovering from lung surgery. So aside from anything, healing for Ted, and healing for Ted. So thank you for that. Bright love abound, bright love abound, bright love abound, bright love abound. And marvelous miracles materialize, marvelous miracles materialize, marvelous miracles materialize, marvelous miracles materialize. And I think that may be our winner of the best alliteration in your 3 words contest, which we didn't know we were running until just now. So, and I pray for a happy, healthy week, a happy, healthy week, a happy, healthy week, a happy, healthy week. All right, and any more coming through? Well, that's all right. If you haven't thought of any yet, we can do them later too. And today, of course, is the request for miracles, as Margarita's words alluded to. So if you have a need for a miracle in your life, we all have a need for a miracle in our lives right now. Be thinking on that for a moment. Okay. Alrighty. And now let's honor the directions, beginning in the east. And how many directions are there? There's 4. Have you ever thought of why there's 4 directions? Well, one explanation is that we're basically divided into 4s. We have our fronts, our backs, our lefts, and our rights. And so it's kind of natural for humans with our 4 divisions to be conscious of 4 directions. If we were octopi, we would probably be more conscious maybe of 8 directions. And we are, to a degree, conscious of that because we break it up put in the in-between directions like northwest and southeast and so on. But the 4 probably comes from our body. Oh, and another set of words coming in, meow to Serena. Meow to Serena, meow to Serena, meow to Serena, our beloved priestess whom we've lost recently. And we have some of the fabric that she designed using images of our ocelots, and that's covering our altar for the departed right now. So I hope you got to see that. Sometimes I'm really not sure what I'm showing you when I'm moving the camera around, so forgive me on that. All right. Let us honor the east, element of air with the winds ever blowing. And we honor the south, element of fire with the flames ever glowing. And we honor the west, element of water with the rivers ever flowing. And we honor the north, where we come into this world with all these gifts and more, our very own special essence. Let us thank the goddess for that which she bestows. Let us go forth refreshed and renewed with dedication to preserve and protect all life, for we are all children of Isis, the great Mother Goddess. Alrighty, and today being Monday, as I mentioned before, it is a request for miracles, and I ask for the miracle of awareness, for everyone to be aware of what we must do to fight off this terrible pandemic and to have the will and attention to do it, and to apply our standards as strictly to ourselves as we would apply them to others. And that is, also something that we have to be caring and careful of, because it's easy to become very discompassionate or angry at others in times like these, and we must strive as spiritual beings not to be, because anger doesn't do it. Bringing out the vibration by magnetizing that you desire these things to be done in a good way, that is a better path, but it's harder. So it's an area for growth for us. Okay. Alrighty. And I believe that in the 42, any other miracle requests? I'm looking for miracles. Looking for miracle requests. Alrighty. Okay, well, I guess that is the miracle that's on everyone's mind right now, so we ask for that. But if you have any miracle that you in your own heart wish and desire something positive to bring forth that really needs divine help, we ask the blessings of the goddess on that as well. Alrighty, and so here we go on to number 1. And what is it? I honor virtue. I honor virtue. I honor virtue. I honor virtue. To be virtuous, Lady Lorian writes, is to approach every situation with the purest intent. It is to be considerate to all those who we come in contact with each day, all of them. Virtue includes being the best person you know how to be. That can include paying your own way and keeping up with your obligations and being responsible in all your dealings with others, as this is all ultimately important. Virtue is having an understanding of the world and choosing the correct path, not only for yourself, but also as a way to help others that are lost to find their way. When you encounter virtue in another, give that person the praise they deserve. Honor the virtue that is within you and aspire to the highest realms of enlightenment. Be a shining example of humanity through the concept of virtue. May we all attain such. And Phoenixa is adding a little explanation for a request for healing for Ted. Ted is her friend Michelle's husband. We also have a volunteer, Ted, who is, that's not this Ted. This is Michelle's husband. And Phoenixa has known her since 1973, and he had lung surgery and has taken a turn for the worse today. So this is especially distressful because due to COVID-19 restrictions, his wife Michelle cannot be with him. And so we pray that the gods and goddesses are with him and with Michelle, and that they all come through this challenging situation. Now, although he doesn't have COVID-19, apparently there is some problem relating to a clot in his lung. So we ask that this clot be dissolved, that his irregular heartbeat be regulated, and that he has the best possible outcome beyond expectation. Goddess bless these people in their time of challenge. We are with them and with you, Phoenixa. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. Goddess bless. All right. Is there anything else that we need or should want to attend to at this moment, for yourself or for others? Oh, look, I've got a rainbow on my chin. All right. I guess it is time to close then. And as always, we give thanks to Our Lady Lorian for all that she has done for us. And to all of our teachers, Lady Olivia, Lord Strathluck, many, many others too, we give our thanks for their guidance and mentorship. And to the gracious goddess Isis, in whom all things are possible, we give our thanks and ask your blessings. And for each and every one of us, for all that we do, both here and in the world, may our efforts be blessed, may our results be abundant, and may we go forth from this rite refreshed and renewed. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and that all goes well for you, and that you have outcomes beyond expectations in everything that you do, and may it all be beneficial. May you be encouraged and soothed and strengthened so that you may do the same for others. Goddess bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow.